So usually musicians let their art speak for itself, but backlash over Jason Aldean's new song and music video has forced him to speak out. There's a lot of criticism behind the video for "Try That in a Small Town." In the music video, he can be seen performing in front of a Tennessee courthouse, a location with a dark history. A black man was lynched by a mob there in 1927 after he was accused of attacking a white girl. People also have a problem with some of the lyrics, saying they are pro-lynching and anti-Black Lives Matter. Take a listen.
Stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think it's tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
The video has since been pulled from CMT, Country Music Television. Aldean has responded to the backlash on Twitter, arguing the claims are not, quote, not only meritless, but dangerous. Joining me now here, Houston radio legend Rob G. the General, country music fan Steph Schaffner, and isiah-factor DJ Superstar. Glad to have you all here on the Factor Uncensored. So, Steph, when you took a look at this video, did you have a problem with it? Did you see what others are complaining about?
I think that it could have been a little bit more tasteful on the music video, but the verbiage that's in the actual song, I think that what his intent was, what he was trying to portray in this is the riots or the violence that came with the BLM protests. They were not peaceful, and how it was not respectful. And me being from, well, it's not a small town anymore, but from Katy, Texas, we wouldn't tolerate that type of behavior either. And he was also explaining in his video, or in his lyrics, not just his video, the video was a little extreme, but in his lyrics that, you know, talking about going after innocent people at a store, or pulling a gun, or spitting on police for no reason. I think that what he was trying to portray was the violent part of a lot of this was unacceptable, and to try that in a, you know, small town, because everybody, and what he also, Jason Aldean, put out there as well is, you know, when you're from those smaller communities, everybody's neighbors, you know, obviously take care of each other, and it's a sense of community. So that's why he was like, you know, try that in a small town, and we're not going to put up with it kind of situation.
Rob G, do you think he bit off more than he can chew? You know, he didn't expect this kind of backlash from this video.
I think
or the song.
Well, I think he did. You know, and he's got a First Amendment right, just like everybody else.
Sure.
But you know, tone deaf racists need a soundtrack too. So there's that.
So do you think it's racist?
I think. I mean,
it's up to you. I mean, just because the way I asked that question, that mean I'm questioning.
No.
I'm just asking what's your opinion?
No,
here?
it's insightful. You know, it's insightful, and I don't think he understands the reason behind the protest in the first place. It's because a black person died. So you're worried about somebody spitting in a cop's face, but you don't care about a black person dying at the hands of a police officer. It's wrong. It's tone deaf.
All right. DJ Superstar, your thoughts on this?
Well, actually, I took a poll in the club before I came here.
Took a poll as in like climbed down it?
I
or?
did.
What kind of down club were you? Were you in the nightclub?
I ain't gonna say it. Shout out to the spot in the trade.
Go ahead.
But I took a poll, and I was talking to my real good friend, and we were kind of in the middle, because I felt like even though he posted that video and those lyrics, I thought that he was like on our side. Like, hey, don't come here with this foolishness, this violence.
Correct.
We roll for our community, and that is what we do. Just like if you roll up on any community, that is what we do.
So you feel like it was a country version of Straight Outta Compton or something like that?
Well, I agree.
Not Straight Outta Compton, but I'm just saying.
Help me out. I'm trying to understand.
Rob said he's trying to understand. So Superstar, really quick, make him understand really quick. What do you mean?
I just feel like I'm in the middle. I feel like that being that he grew up in a small town, Macon, Georgia, that, hey, if something pops off in my small town, we got your back.
You're gonna learn
regardless, today. Black Lives Matter, and I'm kind of indifferent with Black Lives Matter. I'll talk about that a little later. But being that the fact that I'm just kind of in the middle. And the people on the streets are in the middle because it's like, oh, they thought that he was taking up for Black Lives Matter. Like, hey, don't come to our small town with this foolishness.
And really quick, Rob, is that your street or is that just her street?
I think that's just her street. I think
Yeah, no.
Well, I gotta go back and read it again.
And Steph, let me ask you
doesn't
this.
mention
Do you
that.
think he bit off more than he can chew?
He
though?
did, I think.
I think that in the current climate right now and how badly our nation is divided, there's kind of an opportune time, and he had some balls, to say the least, to put that out there. However, you know, everyone pushing the narrative as to what it actually meant, and he had to come out and say, this is what I exactly meant about this song, because he wrote it. This is what I meant about this song.
We are in such a hypersensitive community.
Right. This is what I meant about this song.
Really quick, wrap us up, Rob.
I just want to say this real quick. There's a part in there in the song where he talks about having his grandfather's gun, and I think that was really insensitive
He's
for a
talking
guy,
about gun rights.
for a guy who got whose concert was shot up in Vegas, and dozens of people died because I think it was really insensitive.
All right.
for him.
He's
Thank
talking
you,
about
guys.
gun rights. He's talking about gun rights there.
Still
Like,
ahead
oh, my
tonight on The
gun.
Factor. Steph won't stop.